Welcome back to Retro Gamers. This is your host Killer G Gaming here, and today's game is Judgement for the PS4, PS5, Google Stadia, Xbox Series S and X, and available, like I said, is available on those platforms. Genre action adventure mode, single player, and publisher Sega and developer Ryu GOTUKU Studio. Okay? And by the way, they're releasing a sequel this year, which is good, so can't wait to play the sequel. What I wanted to say, this game was really awesome. I finished it. You know, it was a tough game, but I did get past the game and I did finish it. It was a pretty fun experience. A really fun game, you know. Fun beat up action there. Basically plays like Yakuza, plays really good. The gameplay is good. The story's good. The story's really amazing there. You have to experience it for yourself. You have to play the story because the story is really good. It sucks you in. If you're a fan of the setting, the story is amazing. I like the story, you know. The story was gripping there, and the turns, the detective stuff and all that was pretty cool stuff. It was very amazing, you know. The story, I'm going to give you a little bit of the story here. The plot takes, what am I trying to say? Defense attorney, Yukonami, investigates and successfully clears a hostile worker of murder of the patient. However, he's arrested shortly after for alleging murders and girlfriend's guilt-ridden. He resigns from his law firm, and 3 years later, he becomes a private detective. So he's a detective, and basically the story, like I said, you know, the story is him becoming a detective. He's trying to redeem himself, and the story, the story is amazing. I like the story, you know. The gameplay is where it stands too. The gameplay and the story are both pretty good. You know, the sound always really good too. The gameplay, the beat-up gameplay, the action, you know, just hitting people and kicking them and doing pretty crazy combos and pretty crazy like hits and that there. That's where when you do pretty crazy stuff there, the game stands out as a unique game. It's a fun experience, and it's a good thing I'm reviewing this, by the way, because I wanted to get this review out of the way for a while because what I'm trying to do, like I'm gonna explain it right now. I'm gonna work on episode 400. And I'm going to probably do a behind the scenes video of it, and you're going to see what the game is going to be revealed pretty soon. So, who knows? You're going to see a game there of my favorite fighting game franchise. You know, a franchise I grew up playing, you know, it's during the Super Nintendo and the Sega Dreamcast, the Xbox original, and PS2 and that there. Is a franchise that everyone knows and played. If you know, just my favorite franchise. If you know that's my favorite fighting game franchise, you know, before, you know, the last installment, before they had some political correctness in the last installment of that game series. But you know, it doesn't take away the fact that the older games were pretty good. They're older games, you know. The older games, you know, the 3D era games of that series were really good. They had really good stories. They had good elements. But let's get back to Judgement there. So, like I was saying, Judgement, very fun. Very fun game. Very fun game. I like the combat. The kicks, the hits are pretty satisfying. When you kick someone, they're down. There's a lot of amazing stuff in this game, you know. A lot of great stuff in this game, you know. The combat, like I said, is good. And, you know, gameplay's, the story's good. You have to experience the story for yourself if you want to get sucked into the story. The narrative's pretty good. If you have a PS5 or Xbox Series S or X or PS4 or Google Stadia, I would suggest trying out this game, you know. If you want to buy it full price and support developers, you can. If you want to wait for it on sale, do that. Just give this game a try, you know. I'm trying to do my best to review it, but it's like, you know, there's many things I could say about it, you know. Like I said, the graphics for the Xbox Series S version are pretty good, you know. The hits, you know, they're pretty good there. And this is a game I kind of didn't want to play at first there on PS4, but I looked up I didn't know about this game at first there. I was seeing reviews online a long time ago. But when I seen it again for reviews online, it's just that I might as well give the game a try. I kind of wanted to give this game a try for herself. when I tried it, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I got it on the Xbox Series S, and I finished the game, and I finished the game. It was a fun, amazing experience. The story, like I said, top notch, very, very good stuff there. It's you have to experience it. If you see this game on sale, or if you ever get this game, go ahead and try it. It's very good experience. And this game, by the way, this game here, you get health. You get health by going to see the doctor. You get a first aid kit, and you need those first aid kits, by the way, just because the bosses are really tough. The bosses in this game are really insanely tough there. If you play on hard difficulty, you know how tough the bosses are, because they do pretty crazy combos, and there's some bosses that have guns too, and they do damage to your health bar. And what I'm trying to say, they do damage to your health bar, and that's the thing. They do damage to your health bar, and they take chunks of your health away, and you have to get a first aid kit to basically get that health back. If you don't do that, that health is gone, because it's shows like a red bar, or red broken bar with chains or something like that. It shows you can't replenish that, basically. So that sucks, but that's the name of the game there. You really have to buy first aid kits, and the first aid kits do cost a lot of money, by the way. You have to really do the missions, the side missions, the story missions, and if you want to get money, you have to sell stuff too, by the way. You have to sell stuff if you want to basically buy those drinks and the med packs and all that. You have to basically do that. And this is one of the bosses, by the way, and their bars are huge. Their bars are huge, and they do not go down without a fight. There, you do crazy stuff. Like I said, the chains right there. If you're seeing the gameplay, that's the chunk of health you can't get back unless you have a first aid kit. But what I'm trying to explain some of the mechanics there, and those things you see on the screen there by the health bar on the corner. Those are your fighting stances, which you have to do. You have to do fighting stances. You switch between the two of them. You can switch between two of them and do different abilities and have different fighting styles and all that. So I'm trying to give you a little explanation about the game, and I hate when they steal your money too. That's annoying there. That's terrible. Basically, you kick their butt and you get your money back. So yeah. And by the way, this is Killer J here. And by the way, I'm gonna have another review in the near future. I'm gonna try to have Fractured Minds for the Xbox One or the Xbox Series S. I'm not sure what I'm gonna play it on, but I'm gonna have a review of that game. Then I'm gonna have Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, Season 3rd Pass, and maybe Star Wars Battlefront 2, then Street Fighter 5 Champion Edition. So who knows? They're gonna see a lot more surprises. I'm gonna try to do a few more games. I'm doing a grind right now. I'm grinding to 400, and there's going to be a behind the scenes video, so look out for that. So this is Killer J from RMG Gamers. For my rating on this game, I give it a solid 9 out of 10. So that is it. Thank you for watching this game review. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully it was one of my better ones. I was trying to explain the stuff about this game and mechanics and all that. So thank you once again, and bye.